The underground race circuit held its breath. On a rain-slicked hairpin, one black skyline defied physics. Rio's GTR slid sideways in an impossible drift, sparks showering from the rear tires as he carved through the corner.
No way! He's doing the impossible.
They're all the same. Shocked when the trash actually wins.
Rio, we need you. Let us join your crew, please.
They'd cast him out like a broken part, handed him a twisted suspension arm and said it was his fault. Now the same man who condemned him knelt in the street, begging for a second chance.
You made your choice. I am racing alone. Get up.
You don't understand. The tournament, it's rigged. You can't win without us.
Rio didn't look back. The engine roared to life, and the black skyline vanished into the city's bleeding neon. The garage was dimly lit, Yuki already waiting with crossed arms and a wrench in hand. The scent of oil and burnt rubber hung heavy.
Another street race? Alone? You were supposed to be done with that reckless crap.
I am done with street races. I am entering the Underground King Tournament, solo.
No crew? That's suicide. The tournament eats solo drivers alive?
On the wall, a massive poster loomed. The Underground King Tournament, winner takes all. The top prize was more than cash. It was a legend seat. Rio's finger pressed the registration button. The screen flashed, confirmed. Next race, Devil's Pass, a buzz. His phone lit up with a message from an unknown number. Quit while you can. You don't belong here.
Good. If they're scared enough to threaten me, I am already winning.
Rio pocketed the phone. He wouldn't be chased off. Not now. Not ever. The tournament was his only path forward. The Devil's Pass qualifier drew a restless crowd. Only Rio's black skyline silenced them. His opponent, a local champion, mocked him from the next lane. At the flag, Rio launched. Into the first hairpin, he unleashed the God-tier drift, a slide that mocked physics.
That's impossible.
Rio won by a gap no car could close. The crowd's silence broke into chaos. Kenji stepped forward with his team. He knelt, head down. The circuit fell quiet again.
Rio, I am begging you. The team needs you. I was wrong to kick you out. Please.
You threw me away. Now you want my skill to save your pride. Get out of my way. I told you I race alone.
The black skyline disappeared down the mountain pass. Kenji remained on his knees, with nothing but dust and regret. Hours later, alone in the garage, Yuki spotted a loose panel behind the tool chest.
A data chip, hidden all this time?
She plugged it into the laptop. Grainy race footage rolled, the crash that got Rio kicked out. Another car edged up and tapped his rear bumper. Ryo's car spun into the wall like a toy. Afterward, Kenji shouted at the other driver, but he never defended Ryo. He just walked away.
Ryo didn't cause the crash. Someone forced it, and Kenji knew.
When Ryo finally returned, Yuki thrust the chip toward him.
You need to see this. The crash wasn't your fault. It was sabotage.
I don't care. Delete it. The past is dead.
His fist slammed the wall, splitting knuckles. He wouldn't let the truth rewrite his anger. The semi-final grid lined up under a gray dawn. Ryo's black skyline idled, ready to devour the next opponent. As he dove into the first corner at top speed, the brake pedal sank to the floor. Nothing. He yanked the handbrake, swerving so hard the tires shrieked, missing a concrete barrier by a whisper.
Someone cut the line. This wasn't a coincidence. This was a message.
After the race was red-flagged, Ryo found the severed brake line. Yuki's hands trembled as she inspected the clean cut. The tournament organizer shrugged with practiced disinterest. Mechanical failure. We can't be blamed.
It's the same person who sent the threat. They're not just warning you, they want you dead.
Kenji's team appeared at the garage, offering to guard it. Ryo faced them, his glare sharp but his voice less cutting than before.
Let us post watches. We owe you that much. Please, Ryo.
Fine. Guard the perimeter. But don't touch my car. And don't think this changes anything.
As Kenji's men melted into the shadows, Yuki opened the laptop again, her eyes pleading.
You almost died tonight. Watch the footage. If not for yourself, then to know who's hunting us.
Fine. Play it.
The grainy clip replayed. This time, Rio watched the other car's precise bump, the spin, then Kenji lunging at the driver.
Look, Kenji didn't plan this. He was furious. He just didn't speak up.
He didn't cause it. But his silence buried me. That still counts.
So, is he still the villain?
Number. Just a coward. The real enemy is still out there, pulling strings.
Rio closed the laptop. His bitterness toward Kenji cooled, but a sharper focus on the unknown threat ignited. He would finish the tournament first. Then, he would find whoever had been pulling the strings since the start. At the final qualifier, a gleaming yellow GTR rolled in. Its driver, Takeshi, smirked like he already owned the trophy.
So you are the god-tier amateur. Cute. This track eats pretenders alive.
His car's clean. No sponsor stickers. Someone powerful is backing this monster.
The lights dropped. Takeshi's GTR shot forward with a roar, flames spitting from the exhaust. Rio kept pace, but on the first straight, the yellow car pulled ahead as if rocket boosted.
That's not turbo lag. He's spraying nitrous. Blatant.
At the line, they crossed as one, a dead heat. But the official's flag stayed pointed at Takeshi. Protests were ignored. The timekeepers had been calibrated. The fix was in.
The whole tournament's rigged. Someone's got the officials in their pocket.
Quitting wasn't an option. Ryo's path forward now had a name. Beat the cheater and expose the hand feeding him. Back at the garage, Yuki sifted through encrypted betting records on a secondary screen.
I found the money. A shell company linked to a man named Saito.
The name Saito carried weight. A former race fixer with gambling empires, now mysteriously funding the tournament.
He wants a predictable champion for his bets. An unknown like you is ruining his odds. That's why they tried to kill you.
So it's all a gambling racket. That explains the cheat and the sabotage.
Before Rio could respond, Kenji slipped through the garage door, his expression unreadable.
Rio, listen. Saito is dangerous. I know his methods from the old days. He'll never let you win.
Why should I trust you? Your credibility died with my crash.
Because I am the only one who knows his network. Don't let pride get you killed.
Rio turned away, but the name Saito burned into his mind. The enemy had a face now. A man with a fortune riding on his failure. Under a moonless sky, Ryo's skyline howled through an abandoned dockyard. He was alone, or so he thought. Headlights snapped on from 3 vans. A dozen masked figures emerged, crowbars in hand.
Saito's dogs. They finally came to bite.
They swung for the skyline's windows. Ryo grabbed a tire iron and met them head-on. Bone cracked before glass did. When the last thug scrambled away, the skyline was bleeding glass and bent metal. The engine still ticked, defiant. Yuki raced to the scene, her scooter screeching to a halt. She found Ryo leaning against the wreck, knuckles raw.
You are insane. You could have died.
She peeled a blood-splattered note from the windshield. The words were printed, but the threat was visceral. Final warning. Withdraw or die.
I'll withdraw when this rust bucket can't move. Even then, I'll push it across the finish line.
By dawn, the battered skyline sat in the garage like a wounded beast. Kenji and his team arrived without a word.
We saw what happened. Let us fix this. Not as teammates, as mechanics. No strings.
I didn't ask for this. Leave.
Enough. Your pride won't weld a chassis. They're the best chance we have to make the race.
Fine. Touch the engine. But one wrong move, and you are all out.
Ryo's hand hesitated, then took the wrench from Kenji's toolbox. The silent truce began. Hours blurred. Sparks flew as the team bent metal and swapped parts. Yuki's voice guided each move. The skyline slowly regained its shape. Kenji's men worked like ghosts, silent, efficient, eyes never meeting Ryo's.
They're good. They were always good. But skill doesn't erase betrayal.
He watched in silence, fists clenched. As the team that broke him pieced his victory back together, the skyline gleamed under fresh metal, nearly whole again. Then the garage door groaned open at 3 in the morning. A hooded figure slipped inside, crowbar raised. The ECU cracked like a cheap toy under one savage blow. Dawn light caught the shattered engine bay. Ryo's scream of rage ripped through the cold air.
You snakes. This was never about helping. It was just the final piece of your betrayal.
Think, Ryo. We slept here all night. None of us touched it, I swear.
They never left the garage, Ryo. I barely slept. I would have seen someone move.
The old footage showed he didn't cause the crash. But silence is a partnership with evil. I don't care what you saw. Get out, all of you, now.
Kenji's face crumpled. He gestured to his team. Tools clattered as they walked out, leaving behind a dead engine, alone again. Ryo stared at the lifeless ECU. The final race was tomorrow, and he had nothing but ashes. Yuki refused to accept the wreckage. She pulled up the garage's hidden security feed. The footage glowed. The hooded figure's face caught the light. One of Saito's known enforcers, not Kenji's crew.
It wasn't Kenji's team. Saito's man did this. We accused the wrong people.
A crumpled letter fluttered from the toolbox. Yuki smoothed it open, Kenji's handwriting, shaky and raw. Ryo, I knew Saito caused the crash. He threatened my family. I was a coward. I am leaving town. Forgive me. Kenji. Ryo's trembling hands took the paper. His eyes scanned the confession, breath hitching.
He knew all this time, and he said nothing. He let me rot with the blame. He was blackmailed, a victim, just like me. And I called him a traitor.
The weight of his own misplaced fury crushed him. The real enemy had a name, and an innocent man was fleeing.
I need to find him before he disappears for good.
Yuki dragged Ryo through the neon veins of the city. They combed bus stations and alleys chasing a ghost. At the eastbound platform, Kenji stood alone. A one-way ticket trembled in his hand.
Ryo? You shouldn't have come. I don't deserve your face again.
Stop running. I read your letter. Saito played us both.
He threatened my family. I was trapped. I still am.
Then help me take him down. Not for me. For everyone he's crushed. After the race, we're even.
You'd still trust me? After everything?
Trust isn't the word. I need a mechanic who knows Saito's weaknesses. You are that, nothing more.
I'll do it. For the team. For you. I'll do it.
The ticket fluttered into a puddle. Kenji followed them out of the station, not as a friend, but as a weapon aimed at Saito. The garage became a war room. Blueprints replaced grudges, and the dead skyline became the only thing that mattered. Kenji's hands flew over the engine, every movement precise. Beside him, Yuki welded panels into place, sparks raining like fireflies.
The ECU is shot. I know a guy who might have a spare, if I call in a favor.
Call it. I'll handle the suspension. We have 18 hours, no sleep, no mistakes.
They're working like their lives depend on it. Maybe they do.
A wrench slipped, clattering loud. Everyone froze. Ryo simply picked it up and handed it back. No words.
For the next 24 hours, I'll bury it. The anger, the past, all of it. After the race, I can decide.
The sun rose and set again. Finally, the Skyline's engine coughed, then roared, alive. Later, pizza boxes covered the hood, a silent truce. No one laughed, but no one left. The The air was heavier than forgiveness.
We race at dawn. After that, we settle everything. But tonight, we're a crew, just for one race.
The garage fell silent. Yuki and the others had crashed on spare tires, exhausted. Only Kenji remained, staring at the skyline's shadow. Ryo settled beside him. 2 cans clinked, an offering without ceremony.
I was a coward. Every day, I regretted not speaking up.
And I was too proud to dig for the truth. I needed a villain, so I made you one.
I don't expect forgiveness. I just want to end this.
Neither do I. Tomorrow, we finish this. After that, we'll see.
Silence filled the space between them, heavier than words. The neon outside flickered, casting long shadows.
This is enough. Win or lose, I am done carrying this. After the race, I close this chapter.
His gaze drifted to the old team photo, still taped back together on the wall. A reminder of what was broken and what might be salvaged. They drank in silence. No forgiveness, but a truce carved from exhaustion. The race would settle the rest. Dawn bled pink over the circuit. The team rolled in, the Skyline's rebuilt engine, a growl in the morning hush. Above the pits, Saito sat in a glass booth, Takeshi beside him. Their laughter echoed as they toasted.
Laugh while you can. I am about to burn your whole empire.
Ryo, before you get in, we have something for you.
The old Apex logo was crossed out. Rebirth had been scrawled over it by hand.
A name chosen for me. Maybe the one I should have picked years ago.
He pulled on the suit without a word. It fit like a second skin. The Skyline's door closed around him. The engine's hum filled the silence.
This is it. Whatever happens, I am not alone.
A single nod. The crew erupted. The final race was now. Green lights flashed. Takeshi's GTR launched like a missile, nitrous flames licking the pavement.
Burn it all early. You'll be dry when it counts.
Through Sector 1, the gap stretched to 12 cars. Rock walls blurred past in a yellow streak.
Too slow, garage rat. This is the real world.
Ryo ignored the taunt. His tires whispered at the perfect temperature, waiting for the mountain to open. The first hairpin arrived. Takeshi dove to block, but his rear end twitched, a fraction too eager.
He's scared. That wobble cost him grip. Now, drift.
The Skyline rotated like a dancer. Rear tires kissed the rail, smoke curling as Ryo carved the inside line, the yellow mirror filled with black. A Predator's shadow loomed, shrinking the gap to a single car length. At the midpoint, the mountain echoed with the twin roars of 2 cars locked in a dance. The God-tier drift was awake. The Devil's Hairpin loomed, a concrete wall masquerading as a corner. Takeshi's nitrous gauge ticked empty.
No, not now. I am dry.
Ryo's world narrowed to a pinprick. His pupils flared violet as the God-tier instinct seized control. The Skyline's rear broke free, not into a slide but a spiral. It pirouetted on the guardrail's edge, defying friction. A chorus of tortured metal shrieked against the rail, sparks lightning bolting the tunnel's black throat.
That slide. He's using my own turbulence to propel.
Inches of daylight. That's all that separated the Black Phoenix from annihilation as Ryo edged past on the outside. The yellow GTR became a fading star in the rear view. The Skyline straightened, now the apex predator. A tunnel's worth of spectators erupted, their roar drowning the engine. They had just witnessed the impossible. Ryo was in the lead. The finish line was 2 minutes away, and nothing would stop him now. The black Skyline tore through the checkered flag. Smoke billowed, and the crowd's roar shook the mountain.
He did it. Ryo's a champion. We're a team again.
And I just sent everything to the police. Saito's finished.
That drift wasn't human. He's a monster.
In the VIP booth, Saito's glass shattered. He ripped up betting slips, then his face went pale.
Look, his mugshot's already trending. The police have him.
Saito darted for a hidden exit, but the door flew open. Handcuffs clicked in the neon haze. Ryo climbed onto the skyline. He looked down at his team, not a conqueror, but a brother.
This trophy isn't mine. It's ours. We rose from the ashes together.
As dawn gilded the mountain, Saito was led away in cuffs. The king was dead. Long live the phoenix. Under the winner's arch, Ryo lifted the golden engine trophy. Kenji stood at his right, Yuki at his left.
I didn't win this alone. The real victory is standing here with my crew.
The crowd chanted his name. Ryo, Ryo. A wave of noise that echoed off the distant mountain. Hours later, the garage was quiet. Confetti still clung to the skyline's hood, like fallen petals. Ryo and Kenji met in the middle of the floor. No words, just a handshake, firm and lasting.
We're even.
Even.
The past isn't a weapon anymore, but it shaped me. That's enough.
The old team photo remained on the wall, still taped, but now a second image sat beside it. The podium, fresh from today.
This chapter is closed. What comes next? We'll write without a debt between us.
Days later, the garage hummed with an easy quiet. The skyline's phoenix livery gleamed under warm shop lights.
You've gone soft, Ryo. I caught you smiling twice today. Twice.
Keep talking, and you'll scrub the oil pan for a week.
Kenji pushed through the door. A glossy flyer pinched between his fingers. His eyes held a cautious hope.
Rio, International Drift Championship. They're asking for you by name, the world stage.
The flyer displayed a serpentine mountain pass under a foreign sky, a prize larger than any underground trophy.
International, huh? That's a lot bigger than Devil's Pass.
I am not asking you to decide now. Just think about it. We'd follow you, not as a team, but as a crew.
Follow, not command. The debt is paid. What's left is just choice.
He set the flyer on the workbench, a beer can holding it in place. The next road wasn't calling yet, but it was no longer silent. That night, the skyline rolled out alone. City neon washed over its fresh phoenix livery, painting the streets violet and mint. Ryo took the winding road to the old overlook, the same ledge where he'd once stared down at the city. Beaten and alone, he killed the engine. The city sprawled beneath him, a sea of blinking lights. Silence, except for the cooling tick of metal. The phoenix on the hood caught the starlight, its wings seeming to ripple. Rebirth. The word no longer stung, it settled.
Once I came here to disappear. Now, I come to see how far I've climbed.
The edge of the cliff felt different. Not a fall anymore. A launch pad. He climbed back into the skyline. The engine awoke with a low, steady purr. Headlights swept the horizon. No destination, just the road, unrolling like a promise. The black phoenix drifted off the overlook and vanished into the light.